All right, guys, welcome back to the show. I really hate to say I told you so, right? So obviously you can understand last few days and whatever few weeks, I always mention, guys, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. And also I've been trying to give you guys indications on where the market could go, what we could expect, right? Where the support zones are. Because remember what I said, guys, when we're in a new price discovery, it doesn't matter how high we can go to the moon. We love to go to the moon. But what we also need to do is make sure we have a sufficient support zone. So I don't know how many of you guys watched yesterday's video. I didn't do a live stream or anything. Normally I do one on Monday if I can, right? But yesterday I had a meetup with people from the group, from YouTube actually. There was one brother, I wanted to meet him up as well. So we had a lovely time out, sat in a restaurant, talked a very long time. And the thing is we just before I had the meeting, I made a video for everybody, and I hope you guys watch it. I'll put the link in the description. If you watched that video, you would have known what I said, like the prices, where we want to see the supports, right? Where there's a stronger support and where there's a weaker support. I kind of talked about it. I gave you the numbers, guys, and these are the exact numbers that we are seeing right now. So you can see that the charts do not lie. I don't tell you numbers that I'm predicting or anything like this. I don't predict. I told you guys, I don't have a crystal ball. But the market will play along with the structures, and it will build certain supports and resistance, right, for example. But currently, honestly, when you're moving up in a new price discovery, it's wrong to say resistance. What resistance? There is no resistance. It's basically open air. Go how high as you want, right? As long as you got juice, you go. If you don't have juice, you come back down. But obviously there are people out there who I could say manipulating, but maybe doing a favor for everybody as well. What you have to understand is when the market starts moving, they need to bring the market down, right? They need to take a bit of profit, right? I always say, if you don't take the profit, somebody else would, right? So they're bringing the market back down to calm it down, because they also understand that unless we have a calm market, we can't go up. Also, when you look at fear and greed, it's currently at 90%. Guys, that's freaking too high. We don't want to see, these are record numbers. We don't want to see these numbers. There's just too much FOMO in the market. So I'm hoping that we don't bleed out too much, right? And I'm hoping that the levels that I spoke about yesterday, they kind of stay. Because if they don't, then we're going back to lower levels, and I don't want to give you numbers because they might come true, right? But ultimately, this is not a bad area. I'm not going to be too concerned, right? Where we are right now, because if anything happens, then yeah, we might all go all the way back down to 68, 66k, whatever, right? Because that's the other level that we created a nice enough support. But again, there's nothing strong. New price numbers or new price levels, new price discovery, regardless how high we had the previous bull market, that is not a sufficient support zone. It's a psychological zone, because a lot of people forget that it was a wick. It wasn't a body. A body of the candle is the close, and the close is where the supports are, right? So the close of the candle is where your supports are, not the body, sorry, not the entire candle itself, like the wick as well. So that's what you have to understand. These are the numbers we always look for. Of course, I've mentioned recently on a video, I'm a freaking degen. So I've been degening all day today. I'm not looking at the market. Believe me, I didn't look at the charts or anything until now. I'm not looking at the chart. There's no point. What's the point looking at a chart? You know what's going to happen, right? You have this psychology and this mentality, right? So you plan for these things. You say, okay, what if the market goes up this much, then it could potentially come back down this much. Now, depends if you got cash flow. You say, okay, I'm going to buy at that point. Or if you don't have cash flow and you're like, okay, I don't want to lose the profits I got, what do you do? Like the stop limit I've been talking about, or the stop loss, whatever you want to call it, right? You tighten it up a little bit, right? Because that way you want to lock in as much profits as possible, which is brilliant, right? Is the market going anywhere? Right now, I don't know, but we do need to relax. We need all of these indicators, especially these parabola indicators, right? Or the FOMO indicators. We need them to calm down, guys. Honestly, we need them to calm down. I'm being honest with you, right? If I see BTC back down to, the 50s, right? And I'm not even going to throw a number because it might come true. But point is there are numbers that I'm looking at. I would love to see BTC come back down there, because that will bring the entire market back to reality, back to the ground, because everyone's just flying off, right? It's like, guys, calm down, right? But there are so many opportunities. Even in this bloody market, there are so many opportunities. It's unbelievable, right? I'll give you a good example. Earlier on Discord, I posted something. I put half a Solana. gone, wiped out, boom, gone, right? It's oblivion within a matter of 20 minutes or something stupid, right? It's gone. So I'm not fast. I put it into another one, it pumped. You know what I mean? So there are opportunities out there. Yes, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but it's all about strategy. It's all about investing money you can afford to lose and see where you go from there. Because at the end of the day, the opportunities are constantly knocking on the door. Just look for it, find it, deal with it. I'm not a meme expert, right? I told you guys so many times, I don't even like memes, right? But if it makes me money, I'm doing it, right? I don't like to short the market, but sometimes if I see an opportunity, I'll short the bloody market, right? But again, I'm not going to short BTC at these current like 2.5-3% levels, right? Because they're not worth it. The time you want to short it is if you think you're going to have a nice little dip, a big massive 10-20%, then you want to short the market. If you see an opportunity where the BTC might break out and pump like 10% up, you want to do a little long on that as well. So there are strategies, right? Of course, there are other people in the community as well, right? And I respect everybody who are playing with new exchange launches. Just be cautious, guys. That's what I'm saying. I said to everybody, I said, guys, get in, get out, 10 seconds, right? Maximum, get in, get out. Because a lot of people are not looking at the coins or the structures they have already built. Like, for example, there was a coin that was going to list on MEXC today, right? Well, small exchange, but it was going to launch on MEXC today, and whatever price is prefixed, right? But already on Uniswap, it did like 270,000%. I was like, what? Seriously, how's that possible, right? So it seemed that there were people who are already buying or transferring and doing it, getting ready to dump on the people. So I look at them like, guys, come on, look, you can see what's going on here right now. So would I really want to buy that? Maybe, you know, if they actually launch at the price that they promised, yeah. But if they're going to open the market and start dumping, because the price is fixed on the candles is fixed, right? Oh, we're going to sell at 0.01, for example, right? But if the market opens and they're dumping from $1, hold on, what's going on here? Do you know what I mean? So that's what you got to understand. So I'm quite careful on these things. I don't play exchange, centralized exchange pump and dumps, because I believe all the exchanges are, you know, playing this with people and they're trying to dump on the people because they're trying to make money. Why not? So if they're going to be ruthless, we've got to be ruthless as well, right? And if that means that we got to stop them, we got to stop trading on them, that's what I'm doing. I'm not bothered. Honestly, I'm being transparent. I'm not bothered. I'd rather go on a Solana meme coin and lose 10 Solanas, right? Because it's worth me doing that, because I know that I'm playing against the market. I'm not playing against some exchange who's going to be manipulating the system and dumping on us, right? I'm not going to be playing with people who see the numbers, because I always talk about this. If we see the numbers, they see the numbers, and they know what the maths is, right? The maths is easy, right? So that's what's happening. And so I just hope everybody, you know, stay sharp, right? Stay sharp. Let's see what happens. I wouldn't be bothered. We went to almost close to $73,000 on BTC. These are all psychological numbers. All these are psychological numbers. Doesn't matter. We still have the bull flag that flashed and gave us the $76,000. We still have that. And we're a very small amount of weight. It's not much, right? A few percent up there. So a few percent down really doesn't bother me too much. Sorry, let me just get my numbers so I can see the numbers, right? So a few percent. Today we're down, what, 2.5%. Minor, nothing too big. I'm not too concerned about it. The total market cap, unfortunately, I am concerned about that. So total market cap, when it shows up 2.5%, that's a bit worrying, because that means other coins are also going to bleed, right? But it's also an opportunity. It's also an opportunity to pick up some good discounts. That's what I'm going to say, right? I don't normally talk about dips, but this is a good opportunity. There has been a few coins on my radar that I've been looking at, and they're not new coins, by the way. They're old coins, right? I've had them before. I still hold a lot of them, and for me, I'm just going to be scaling back in, right? When I see a discount, an opportunity, I'm like, okay, there's an opportunity for me to get back into the market. Do you know what I mean? Get back in and increase my portfolio, if that makes sense, right? So that's what I'm planning to do. And of course, that's the same strategy I've been using with the meme coin scene, right? Because my intention is not just about, oh, I want to get in and I want to double my money. No, I just want more Solana, because I know Solana is going to explode at some stage. Because when the narrative moves over to Solana, it's going to pump the life out of it, right? And it doesn't take much. If they can pump, think about it this way, if whales can pump BTC from all the way from the bottom of the market all the way to 73K, do you think they can't pump Solana from currently, what, $147 all the way to $600, $700, maybe even $1,000? Do you think they can't do that? I believe they can. I believe they can. So, you know, the big moves are coming, in my opinion at least, right? The big moves are coming, and that's what I'm looking forward to. But of course, when I do enter with complete caution and with stop losses and trailing stops and whatever I can find available to me. Also, I play with a lot of limit orders, so I'm buying with limit orders, I'm selling with limit orders. I know where I want to enter, I know where I want to exit. That's enough for me, you know what I mean? So we don't want to FOMO too much. We don't want to hope for everything like, oh, to go to the moon, $100 to turn into $1 million. Of course, who doesn't want that? We all want that, right? But the first thing I want to do is protect my $100, because that's the money I put in from my pocket, right? It's my coffee money, so I need my coffee money. Do you know what I mean? I always say coffee money, bro. It's always important, coffee money. So that's what the market's doing. Other than that, there's really nothing else to talk about. I'm not having a go at anybody. I just hope that, you know, I would really appreciate if you guys do watch the videos to the end, because guys, if you don't watch it to the end, you're not getting all the information. If you're not looking at the numbers that I give to you, and you're not taking notes, right, or at least subliminally taking notes, then you're completely lost in the market. You have no idea what the market's about to do, right? You know, and that's why I can stay calm, peaceful, chill out, relax, go somewhere, go work, drive, do whatever, not bother. Even now I have a couple of trades open. I'm chilling here. Why? Because I know what I need to do. I know that if my trade falls below a certain level, it will automatically exit me, right? If I go to a certain level, I take profit. I'm ready for it. It doesn't matter what price it is. That's how I'm trading this. Even though I'm driving, I don't need charts for this. I don't need anything. I've set it up at home and I left. It's not even on my device, right? Of course, on my device, I have a few, like I do test accounts on my device, right? So I've got a few small amounts sitting here, like very small little amounts of money that I can trade here. That's when I'm free, when I'm bored, I'll do something, right? So earlier on, I was actually bored and I started DJing a little bit, and that's how I ended up trading all of these Solana meme coins, right? And I posted them on Discord. As I did, I posted. So some of them I bought before, like a seconds before, or some of them I bought after I posted, right? But when I saw these things, these are the entry points. That's where I'm entering. I tried my luck. Whatever happens, happens. Some I've made, some I haven't, right? But funny thing is even on those meme coins, I'm using bots to do limit orders on them, right? Of course, with bots, the limits are slightly more complex. If you don't understand it, let me know. I'll tell you how it's done. But there are complex ways of doing it, and you can actually do limit orders. So I've got limit orders set up. One of them I bought recently. I posted it on Discord, and I'm just waiting for it to go to a certain level, and it will exit me automatically. I don't need to look at my charts. I don't need to do anything, because remember, these meme coins, they don't even trade on an exchange. But I do have the option. I have the option to sell at a limit order. So limit down, limit up, doesn't matter. I can have a stop loss technically, right? With a limit order, I can set up a stop loss and say, right, if it gets to this level, exit me out. And they're a lot more straightforward. Of course, the only thing you need to worry about is the slippage, right? If you don't set up the right slippage, you could lose out. And unfortunately, these bots with the default, some of them have like 49% slippage. What the fuck's 49? You mad or something, right? And then some of them have basic like 15% slippage. I'm sure the bots are making money out of that, but you got to go in and configure them. That's all it is, right? So I try and keep it as tight as possible. And if it doesn't execute my order, it's okay. I don't mind, right? You know, especially the ones that I'm aiming to go up, right? If it doesn't, like earlier on, there was one that I aimed to go up, and I said, exit me out when you double my Solana, right? So that's my target. And it didn't activate because my slippage was a bit tighter, and the coin was like volatility was too high, so it couldn't really even catch up with that. So I was like, okay, fine, I understand that. But I looked at it and I was still in profit. I was like, okay, I'm still in profit. I can manually press this button now. It doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. And they are trending a lot. So that's what I do. I follow kind of the trends and just jump onto the hype a little bit, onto the, and kind of FOMOing, right? But I'm FOMOing with money I could afford to lose, nothing more than that. So I hope this all makes sense. And I hope the video wasn't annoying. I know it's a bit noisy. I am driving. I'm actually getting late to go somewhere. So I'm on the motorway right now and I'm driving like a maniac. I know a lot of you guys like to see the time and the date, or you want to hear, because for reference, the time now is 4:47 and the date is the 12th of March 2024. So if you have watched it to the end, I really appreciate you. I'm going to love you and leave you. Please do like, share and subscribe, and I'm going to catch you on another one very soon. Adios, my amigos.